How's it digging, my shovels? This is Spade here, bringing you a Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. And this is a match that I had at my live stream a while back against a fellow YouTuber, NoJNP, and he challenged me to a Monotype match, and I've never really done any Monotype in 5th generation, so after checking my box and finding out that I do actually have enough for a full team, I said yes, figured I'd just go at it, because yeah, never done Monotype, so it's about time. And for this match, I actually decided to bring an extra drill because I'm an uber hackster cheater, but I figured in a friendly matchup like this, it would just be fine, and extra drill really isn't broken outside of sand, but in order to bring it back, we would have to make a complex ban, and that would be stupido. So let's not do that, but in a friendly matchup like this, it's just fine, nobody cares, so you shouldn't either. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into this match. He's actually running a mono psychic team, and I'm obviously running a mono ground team, and I decided to lead with my Landorus because this one is a Scarf Landorus, and you know, leading with a Scarfer generally tends to be a good idea, especially since I can U-turn out of a bad matchup. So, anyways, go straight for the EQ against the Metagross, because I could have over-predicted and just went for the U-turn, but the things he has to take on EQ are weak to U-turn, being Latias and Celebi, so I figured I'd just played it safe. And it actually does pay off, so take out the Metagross on the first turn and no Stealth Rocks or anything for him. So that is great. And now he's going to go into Starmie. I'm just going to go into my Swampert, figuring that's pretty much the best thing I have to take hits from him, because everything else is pretty much like weak to water, because mono ground. So yeah, take a Nice Beam, set up the Stealth Rocks on the switch, and he's going to go into Celebi, and that's obviously going to force me out. Don't want to stay in against, you know, Giga Drain or anything like that. So I figured I would just go into my Gliscor. Not necessarily the best matchup if he's, like, offensive with, like, HPIs, but I figured I'd just scout, get the Toxic Orb going on, and go from there. But he actually just U-turns out, figuring out I want to stay in, obviously, with Swampert. So it makes a good play, and U-turns out into his Alakazam. And I just kind of wanted to test the waters, because the HP Ice was kind of obvious that he has it, but I wasn't really sure if he would be bluffing it, and to be quite honest, I don't really want to switch anything into a powerful Psychic, so I figured I'd just take my chances. But he does indeed have the HP Ice, so he's going to be able to take me out in one hit, but this does give me a chance to go back into my Landorus, and I'm just free to U-turn out and possibly break his Sash, or then just otherwise knock him out. So yeah, just go for the U-turn as he switches out in his Gallade. Does a nice chunk because, you know, Gallade isn't really the bulkiest one in the physical side of the spectrum. So anyways, just gonna go into my Excadrill and just knock him out with the Life Orb EQ. Get a useless crit, but yeah, useless crit is useless. But this, however, does give him a chance to go into Starmie, and again, me having a mono ground team, don't really enjoy taking anything with Hydro Pumps, especially Swampert being so low on HP. Don't really wanna switch it in, because you know, I could take, if I managed to bring it in safely, I could actually do something with it, take a hit and retaliate. So I just kind of need to sack my Excadrill at this point. So yeah, go Excadrill, you did great. So, yeah, again, get a chance to go into my Landorus. Just go for the U-turn again. This time he actually goes into his Latias, which is kind of interesting, but I'm guessing, you know, Landorus is a big problem to his team, as you can kind of see by Landorus doing a huge amount of work so far, so I guess he's just kind of sacking it. But, anyways, U-turn out, go into my Garchomp, because it's actually my second Scarfer, because this is, you know, a really random team, and I decided to bring 2 Scarfers because I didn't really have much anything else to bring. So yeah, but it works out fine. 2 Scarfers never really that bad of an idea. But knock him out with the Outrage. However, this gives him a chance to go into Celebi, which at this point does turn out to be really defensive on the physical side. I'm guessing like max HP, max defense, or at least close to that, because after Stealth Rocks, he's able to just recover off all the damage that I did to him with the Outrage, and after lefties, he's back to full health. So that was like, I didn't do anything. But luckily for me, I do get a 2-turn Outrage, so I can just switch out of there before he's able to do any damage to me, or with like Giga Drain or anything. But knowing that I'm obviously gonna switch out being confused, he's just gonna go for the U-turn, get the switch initiative going on for himself again, and he's gonna be able to go into his Alakazam, and at this point, well, he kind of just has to ruin his Sash, but he's gonna be able to get a knockout on something. And yeah, just gonna U-turn out. It does turn out he's focus sashed, so I'm just gonna go into my Swampert because I figured that would be the best thing to take a couple hits. But knowing that I'm gonna U-turn out, he's gonna predict that nicely, go for the stab Psychic, and it's kind of looking iffy whether I can take 2 Psychics from this Alakazam, but honestly I have nothing better to really do here, so I'm just gonna hopefully take a hit. Except I don't, so don't get any lucky damage rolls, so Swampert is unfortunately going to go down. However, this is again going to give me a chance to go into Landorus, and then just revenge kill him or get the switch initiative. And he doesn't want to give me the momentum, so he's just gonna sack his Alakazam at this point. And yeah, just gonna U-turn and knock him out, and then just send out my Garchomp and just go from there. However, he's going to go into his Celebi, being physically defensive. We already witnessed how well he's going to be able to take my hits. So don't want to stay in there, and just going to go into my Nidoking. I guess I could have gone for Fire Blast, but I just didn't want to take my chances because I'm not invested in the special attack, and he's really defensive and he could just recover it off. Figured I'd just go into my Nidoking and then switch into my Landorus, which was kind of a weird move on my part, but I was kind of thinking he might predict the Ice Beam and go into his Starmie, but I figured even if he stays in, then I could still go into Landorus, which I probably should have done in the first place, because I just kind of caused some damage on my Nidoking. But anyways, I do U-turn out, and then I'm just gonna go back into my Nidoking, and this time I am going to just play it safe and just go for the Ice Beam. So I kind of just wasted a few turns, but the little damage that I got to him right there with the U-turn actually is gonna come back in a moment to play a big role. Because now, however, he does predict the Ice Beam like I was thinking he might want to do in the first place. But this time he does, and I didn't want to over-predict because I felt like pressured at that point because Nidoking already took some damage. But I figured he's just going to go for the safe Hydro Pump at this point, and figured Garchomp should be able to take 1. Even if he does go for the Ice Beam, then I could just go into Landorus again. So I figured I'd take my chances, and it does pay off because he does go for the Hydro Pump, and now I'm going to go for the Outrage again. But this time, after the little bit of damage that I got with the U-turn, even after his recover, and coupled with the Stealth Rock damage, it kind of looks like this Outrage is going to be a 2-hit KO on the Celebi, and indeed it is. Don't get any stupid min-max damage rolls, and I just flat out take him out. And I'm actually going to be able to knock out the Starmie as well, because I don't get a 2-turn Outrage, so that means I don't have to revenge kill him with the Landorus. So Garchomp is going to take the match here, and that will be the game. So, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was a really fast-paced match, but still doing Monotype was fun. Might be cool to do like a more serious team sometime in the future, but we will see. And yeah, I think other than that, this will be all for today. So thank you for watching again, and leave a like rating if you did enjoy this kind of Monotype match. And yeah, like I said, that is all for today. Check out the TheFlamingSpade podcast, by the way. If you didn't, that was uploaded yesterday. And then I got the second part coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And that will be all for now. So, until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade, signing out. Peace.